It's day 1284 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. And we're still at war in Gaza. And our learning should be a schus for the Yeshua of Klal Yisrael. And everybody in the war who requires Yeshua. Today we're doing Yeridei Siman Kuf Tzadik Gimel, Steve Aleph, Kuf Tzadik Dalet, Steve Gimel. We have not had that in a while. So we finish a whole sim and I go to a second sim in one day. Oh boy. Okay, Kuf Tzadik Gimel. Din Dam Sulim. The halacha of the Dam Sulim, Bali Dam Stephen. Aleph. I usually don't give Dam Stephen. I know I did it now. Aleph Dam Sulim Tarhu. The blood of virginity is tor. Shena lo dam nida lo dam ziva. It's not blood of nida nor the blood of ziva. El dam udam maka. It's the blood from a wound. There's no logic to say that every beer a person is going to have is going to assume it's blood from Basulim. They begin Mishnah Kachu. So from the letter of the law of the Mishnah, it's like this. Katana Shani says a girl who got married, but Ben Mosa Dami Ahmed Ben Lorasa, whether she ever saw blood before or not, hasn't tested about she's printed to us until the wound heals. If she sees blood after the wound heals, I raise the nida, that blood is nida. How do we know if the wound healed or not? If she sees blood when she stands up, when she sits, she doesn't see. When she sits on the ground, she sees. If she sits on blankets and pillows, she doesn't see. The wound is not healed. But if she sees in all situations, or any doesn't see in all situations, we know that the moon is healed. So if she sees in all of them, it means a dam sulim, a dam nida. It's not dam sulim, it's nida blood. I saw Rabbi Shas Tashmish, and when she's at the time she has relations, I raise a machmas maka. It's because of the wound. Vim b'shas tashish lo rasa. If she doesn't see a time tashmish, or the shlo b'shas tashish rasa, time she's not having relations, she sees, I raise a dam nida. That's nida blood. Shemoy had a dam sulim word, there's still dam sulim left. It's a tash. Certainly we've seen at the time they have relations. Kimovim nesish. That's when she's a katana, 12 or under. Kimovim nesish now if she gets married between 12 and 12 and a half. Im Laura Sadam Yamev. She never saw blood before. She never had nida raising test about Arbiyomim. She married to us in 4 days. B'yom day and night. Alpha Bisha Dam Show says even though the blood is gushing, as long as the wound hasn't healed. Im Laura Sadam Bebeis Rabiyah. If she already had menstruated in her father's house, then she got married. Let's allow her to give her 1 night. Kachshim Mishnah leave the Beis Hillel. This Mishnah says according to Beis Hillel, Barama Perketin you test because if she ain't no rak beer rishoina, only gets the first beer, not whole night. For Purish, she's got to separate. But one of his twins is astonishing. She's there. That's Beis Shammai Mishnah. Ayin Sham. That's pretty Beis Shammai. If I see go arrive and the arrive already complained. Ayin Sham. Now Baram Farish Masham Musham Gemara Locha Bel Bilas Mitzvah Purish. That which Gemara says that he has relations and separates lava kulukai. That's where a poskim. It's not going on all situations like most poskim. Rosa above the base of bia. It's going to case when she saw blood beforehand already in her father's house. So that's not going. So that I'm not sure what he means. It's not going on kulu. But the bottom line is that which Gemara says, boil mitzvah porridge is going on all situations. I mean, I should say not a katana, but it's going on in narrow. Dal boker shlo a girl above 12 and a half who never saw blood. Let's call out. We should get the whole first night. And if she sees blood, she already saw blood. She already became a needle once before. She only gets the first beer. The 4 nights to give to a Nara Shlomo who never menstruated. It's not 4 nights straight. A few moves are even they're scattered. Okay, it's a boil ladder Rishona, has the first night. Monthly, I feel Shnei Chadoshim, you can wait even 2 months to boil ladder and then he gets a second night. Okay, Lahalan and so on. As long as the wound hasn't healed. And so to come which give her until the wound heals. I feel Herich Shon of Lochaisa, even it took a year and hasn't yet healed. Hareza Dam B'Slim, it's still Dam B'Slim, Bo Kol Hashanah, have relations the whole year, Ben B'Serukin, whether it's skipping days, Ben Yom Achiyom, whether it's day after day. Hey, Katan Shani says a girl under 12 got married, Benasis, Naratach's Bal, she can turn 12 under when she's already married, Vadaina Dam Shos, it's Machmas Amak, and the blood is still gushing and the wound. Kobil Shabak, so it's a Ketana. all the relations they had when she was a Ktana, Nechsheva L'Slochlaya Achas, considered one night. Mashlimu Arba Yomim B'Yimei Naros, he gets 3 more days during the days of Naros. Yichol Arukh HaShulchan in the Sar Mafil Slugi, he can count those 3 days, even skipping. Every 2 months, one night. As long as the wound hasn't healed. Somebody has relations with a girl who's a psula, but there's no blood. The second time they found blood. Even if she was a minor, never saw blood before. It is the second time it's dam nida. Because if it was dam psula, it would come to begin with. It's only initially he did a complete bia. The dam psulim yesh afilu b'ktana b'chusa v'ba shol shonim. Dam psulim even exists by a ktana who's less than 3 years old. Even though she's not royal bia. Okay, all this was not a loch l'maisa at all. Well, some of it was, but most of it not. But also it's according to the letter of the law of the Mishnah. But the Amoraim Amru, they say loch abal bios mitzvah porish. That's it. Bios mitzvah. That's all. Pirshu Rashi Taisa Varash Ramban. The Chogel Tzorfas Ashkenaz, all the greats of France and Germany. Takulukai. Everyone. Now feel Aktani Yishlo here the dam even on a minor who has never seen blood dam needed before. Vichmir b'dez, and they're machmir in this, and they should always have muscle because this is something which is and everybody does in the privacy of their own home. Who knows how to distinguish between a minor and an adult? So whether she saw or didn't see. If you go together, Hashem called ever they made this parameter which is equal for everyone. This Gemara says, Amar Ula Usa Kabu Behavuba Rabbi Yochanan V'Yishlakish V'Tnakas when these Sulam Perakatinakas. So about Damnina Love Maskaba Chule, they only took a drop out of it. And this conclude, there's not Lachla just boil Chule porridge. One bia. It's one of the most difficult halachas in Judaism, if not the most difficult. Zayin Avarifa Rama Pirshu Zeh Al Yigiyaz Manali Rosa Lo Rosa. So even the Rama holds that this Torah simply her time to come has come. Time to menstruate has come, and she has menstruated. And the chumrah that by all basulas, where you only have one bias mitzvah, so the chumrah says that Jewish women took upon themselves. That's a Rambam. Shkem before the Rambam of the Yur Ein Sham. Kam Yisham before Shebeim Aroim Yischad Shal Takana Zu. Yisham, it's clear that this became a new takana in the days of the Amoraim. Vlaib is mentioned Higu Chumrah Rabbi Zeir. Made the same time the Benois Yisrael took him and said the Chumrah Rabbi Zeir. They took him and said the Chumrah Dam Sulim. And when they made a convention and had decided this. Yesh Kos the Rif Rambam Mi Agonim. Yischad Shal Takana Zu. Some say that this was Takana days of the Goinim. I think it's like we said, that it is the Amoraim. It says that the Bartanur at the beginning of Paratinoka says that explicitly. But the first bia, it can finish normally. Even the blood is gushing. There's no prohibition also to separate when his aver is still erect. Close to the over, general principle is this said the garment be also. He completes his biyah porridge, so that he should not feel pangs of conscience and separate himself from his wife. Somebody marries a psula, Bobias mitzvah, he has the first biyah, which is called bias mitzvah. The gomer biyah, so when he completes his biyah, the parish man immediately separates himself. I feel so even she's a minor who never menstruated, and it's not yet time for him to menstruate. Feel barkov a little much of dam, and even she checked, didn't find blood to me. She's told me shemarasa tipas dam kachaydo. Maybe she saw a drop of blood inside. It must have seen the chipo she was there. It was covered with his semen. That which you don't say, well, maybe she saw a drop of mustard, slice of mustard, and got lost, like we said by Dam Chimur in the previous siman. There she's going from place to place. It's possible to say it got lost. I've kind of raised but here she's going in a bed. Never, where to get lost? They have to say it got covered up. Also here, you don't have to be concerned with the loss. Came when she ate time and year ago, since there's an obvious reason here. We assume that there's more semen than there was blood, and it covered it. That's why you didn't find the blood on the sheet. Test. If she didn't see blood, is the leniency if he didn't complete the bia, which very often happens first few times. Rakeraba, he just managed to get a little bit in. She didn't see blood. But he did a true bia. He has to separate even though she didn't see blood. A person who has a Baal Nefesh shouldn't just dabble in doing hara. He should try and finish the bia. Should try and finish complete the bia. We're not happy with this heter of just incomplete bia. How can you know and how can you clarify this? You realize here, every God-fearing person should warn about this. The Maisa, as it was explained to me in my Chutz and Shmuz, that having relations with a basula, it's like trying to put your finger into your clenched fist. And the hara is when you get just a little bit in, and bia gemura is when it completely goes in. I think people can tell that. Yud. After verse bia tzula shetivsak betara, she has to have setara kedida gemura like she's a regular nida. The tivdo kol shiva, and she should check all 7 days, just like a regular nida. Lo tatzchil nos ad yom chamishol shimusha, and she shouldn't start counting until 5 days after having had relations. Because maybe she's going to have shikvat zera come out and cover the dam nida. Some people were machmir until the 6th day. But tam sulim don't be so machmir. So he says only 5, not 6, for sure. You have all the dinei nida in archaka in terms of distancing from her. The only difference is that a nida who's absolute nida, he's not asleep on a bed. I feel even when she's not in the bed. Here he can kick her out of bed and sleep in her bed. Even the sheet where the blood is. You have davar baduk menusa. It is davar yadul baduk menusa. It is well known and it's checked and experienced. Not one bia doesn't eradicate all the psulim. Many of them even and in the second time that bia they see dam psulim. Even the third time. So you have to check the sheets the second and third time as well. There's still dam psulim. There's still dam psulim. It's not so red. Nevertheless, you should have to separate yourself like the first time around. But if the sheet is clean of blood, I'm not concerned with semen, only the first time. I have never ever seen anybody say to check after the first bia. I think because most of the girls, since girls get married bogros today, they have less dam psulim, and therefore after the first bia, we assume none is left. Okay, kusim kupsai da. Dino letters dima pelas bo dinim. A woman gives birth, a woman has a miscarriage. And other halachas. Aleph letters to and this is a long simon again. Aleph letters to a woman who gives birth is tummy like a nida. Filora sodam, even she didn't see blood. Ben yoda vlad chai, whether she gave birth to a live child, or yoda vlad mace, or a dead child. I feel pil nefel, even she miscarried. I feel masvile the evshim sichas acher dam. Even the opinion holds that it's possible for the uterus to open without blood. Nevertheless, the Torah was called Tivder Tomei. So if Isha does a woman who gets impregnated and gives birth to a male, she's 7 days like a needle. If you let us the cable Steve and by a woman gives birth to a female, how much wine can need us? 2 weeks. But he is like as if she's nida, double nida. Vishvasa Torah kanida, Torah makes nida, ben yatzim and adam ben moyasa, where the blood comes out or not. Base, v'yesh b'zeh shayla is a question. L'mansi the yevshab sichas agir l'odam. He holds it's not possible for the uterus to open up without blood. Lama lo later l'tam mishum later. Why does Torah need a separate 2 months later? Hello blava, ari blava, chitamei mishum nida. Which Torah made a count of nida. It's not a question. Now, in the cave of Bechreach, Lichtov Shetamea Kiflaim Kanida. Because you have to write, you don't have to write. Then if a female, you tell her double. Tummy double. So you have to write by mail, that's not double. The loki if not, I used to tell me I'm a zocher in the cave, wouldn't tell me by mail, like a female. Mikav Chomer, maybe a Kav Chomer. The Meitaras of Shemrubim in the cave of Yoser. If in the cave you made Tara, where they already made Tara, she's told me 14 days. By Zocher, where they made Tara only half. How many say? She said to made Tara for a woman of 66. By a male, it's 33. By female, child, by a baby girl, she made Tara at 66. By a baby boy, it's 33. So I might say if by a baby girl where they're already made Tara, she's told me for 14 days. By a baby boy, which has made Tara for 33 days, his son should be told me for 14 days. Furthermore, the Imishum Nida, it was on account of Nida, in Canaan Yoda was Zion Nidasa. She gave birth on the 7th day of being a Nida. But Pasaka Dam Balayla, and the blood stopped that night. Harei Torah Benida, she's Torah on account of Nida. Canaan Yoda was Shlosh and Gimel Dali Nidasa. She gave birth on the 3rd or 4th day of a Nida. And Shum Nida, and it's where Raka Tashlim was Zion Yomim. So on account of Nida, she only be Katami until the end of 7 days. Because Nidasa, they gave her a Nida period. Moshkazam Simon Kupei Gimel. Amishum Bladi Tmei Shiva Milidos. On account of the child, she's told me 7 days, sometimes she gives birth. The bracket says, you can explain it several other ways. Kimmel, Bidin Toyo, according to the letter of the law of the Torah, she owed the Zohar, remaining Dasa, which gives birth to a male at the time of her Nida. He told her, take la Hashiva, she's told immediately after 7 days. Toveles and Tomeres to test about Lam Gimel Yom Yachaka. She goes to Mikra, she's mutter husband for 33 days afterwards, even if she's bleeding. Kamforish Batorah, it's explicit in Torah, that feel raw dam, even if she's seeing blood, Havi dam Torah, it's Torah blood. Keva, and by female, Havi Zamach Yom Yimei Torah. 66 days of Yimei Torah. For Rakli Nachilas Kachim, only in terms of eating from Karbanos, Dina K'tvulas Yom, she's the halacha of women who went to mikvah but didn't yet get to sunset, was it Hareb Shemesh. But her husband, she's Torah. If you look Paskim knows Dam, meaning Zayin, Achar Zayin, Bezachar, and even she's seeing blood continuously from before 7 or over to after 7 or over. By a male, before 14 over to after 14 over by a female, come be Torah, nevertheless she's Torah. Dav Shiatza Dam, be Maya Tame, even though the blood is coming out from a Tame source, Tiar Torah, Belion, Torah says she's Torah during those days. Kachmur Chazal, Mayan Echaru, Torah Chazal says one spring of blood. Torah says it's Torah now and Torah at a different time. Okay, that's it for today. Again, all these halachas, not no the Maisa, as we shall see.